Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. We have to talk about this. How weird was our weekend weather?
Bizarre.
Insane.
And Monday's weather too.
Yeah,
Seriously.
just hot and humid the whole time, and then the storms rolling through. I had a gig up in Babbitt, and we got done with the gig on Friday night. It was about 12:30 in the morning. Just started to sprinkle, but you saw in the distance constant lightning coming in, and so we quickly wrapped up everything. We got back to we stayed in an Airbnb the whole weekend, and we just watched the storm roll through the rest of the evening. We stayed up to probably 3 in the morning just watching the storm. It was so crazy. Cool as a meteorologist, but scary, you know, as well. And it was just crazy. Dave Anderson, I know, did a very good job overnight, Friday night into Saturday morning, keeping everybody safe and going on air and everything like that.
Yeah, because that was when the storm rolled through. That did some serious damage. I think we saw in Bemidji, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was wild. And even, you know, Sunday night into Monday, we saw a lot of people without power too for quite a while, and some maybe even still waiting for their lights back on.
Yes.
So, sheesh.
I think, thankfully, we've got a calmer period this early part of the week. So everyone take a breath, you know, to just relax a little bit. It's going to be okay here for the first part of the week. And a little cooler as well, thankfully.
Good.
How was running Grandma's Marathon in the heat? That had
Oh
to be
my
horrible.
gosh, yeah, the humidity on Saturday morning that was, holy shnikes, yeah. You felt it right as you got up. I was thinking, you know, we got on the bus up by UMD, and it was definitely warm up there. I'm like, maybe it's because we're up on the hill. No, we got down by the water, and it was still just as humid. So I know I was kind of bummed about that, but still so much fun, and just a ton of people turned out for the race to watch, which was fantastic because that's what keeps us going, and I really needed that this year.
Yes, yes.
So many fans, so that was great. A lot of people said hi along the way, so thank you for that. And there's my sister and I in Wells, on the left, as we finished in the Canal Park area. But yeah, it was so fun, and the humidity, it was like, just kind of that humidity where you sweat so much that it just becomes salt on your body. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. So TMI a little bit. But yeah, it was a great race, really fun. My legs are still feeling it on Tuesday. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Going down the stairs, I'm like one at a time.
Yeah, very slowly. We got an elevator too if you need it.
Yeah.
Also, a big shout out to our director, Shania, who also completed the half marathon as well as the 5K race. And we also had a few other Northern News Now folks who had finishing those races this past weekend too, including our very own morning meteorologist Tony Nargi, who I believe did the full marathon. Is that correct?
And he finished just under 5 hours, I believe.
Wow.
So that's fantastic. It's like his first race. I don't think he ever did like a half marathon leading up. There's our assignment manager, Kyrie, crossing the finish line. So yeah, they did fantastic. And our video editor, Aaron, ran as well the full marathon.
Yeah,
so
wild.
kudos to them. I did not realize that Shania was doing the Great Grandma's Challenge.
Yeah,
That is so cool.
she tackled it.
That's
Round of applause
insane.
for
Wow.
Shania. 5K on Friday, and then turns around
How
and
do
does
you
a
do
half
that?
marathon. She trained real well,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
good for you, Shania.
Yep,
fantastic.
fantastic.
You mentioned the Babbitt gig that you had, Hunter. How did the rest of it go besides the weather?
I know, right? That was kind of the damper at first, was that weather, but it was an awesome weekend, beautiful overall, very hot up there. It was Peter Mitchell days, of course, up there, so we just had an absolute blast. Those folks up there, some of the nicest folks around our region, just everyone coming up and talking to us and enjoying the gig, and we ended at about 12 o'clock, but then we just stayed up and started playing a little impromptu jam session up on there for a little bit, and it was just an awesome community and an awesome time. And it was Saturday night, and we finished at 12 o'clock, and this kid who was probably up past his bedtime, he was probably 12,
Like an actual kid?
12 years old maybe,
Okay.
12 years old, and just the sweetest dude comes up to us and he says, "Hey, thank you guys so much for coming to Babbitt, and we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us and playing for us." And I was like,
Cute.
"That was the sweetest thing ever." Of course,
so
man.
sweet.
Get to bed. Because it's too late for you. But yes, it was awesome.
Oh, cute.
So
Too funny.
very cool. Well, listen, here's what's coming up on today's show. Ryan takes us just down the road here in Canal Park as we hop on the boat. We meet the owners behind the incredible pontoon truck as we tag along for a little spin here. What a blast.
So fun.
And later, you've probably seen this laundry evangelist. If you're watching us at 12:30, loves to be on the Jason Show, and our Twin Cities sister station got to learn from him how to make sure your laundry comes out perfect every single time.
Cool.
Well, how about this for a cool idea? A beach out in Maine has debuted a new feature for four-legged visitors on the coast. It is a little dog library stocked with sticks and balls.
Oh my gosh.
And it is all thanks to the city's public works teams. Apparently the department had an abundance of used tennis balls that they were trying to figure out what to do with. and that's when they got the idea for this dog library. And now it's been getting all sorts of love from pet owners on social media.
What a good idea.
Seriously.
I'm going to set one of those up in my yard to attract all the dogs in the neighborhood to come on by.
Harry, go be Harry's friend.
Yeah.
Come on and meet Harry, everybody.
Do you have a lot of used tennis balls from your tennis days?
I do have a lot of tennis balls, yeah, but I have to keep them away from Harry and CJ
Sure.
because they will consume the tennis
Yeah.
ball. They won't just like play it and chase it. No, they'll eat it. At least Harry will.
Really?
Yeah, CJ would probably love to play with it, but Harry will eat it.
Is
so
Harry one of those that like tears up your shoes and tears up your socks? No, thankfully.
When he was a puppy, he did that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, he would eat a sock, and then it would, yeah.
No,
it would be
that's not good.
recovered,
Yeah.
but in an unfortunate way. You could say.
Ugh.
Yeah, but no, now he's very good. We can leave stuff on the around. I think we could even leave like a piece of pizza sitting on the like a low table. He wouldn't even get that.
Better than me.
CJ might. Yeah. Ryan would be like, oh,
I'd be
take
right
that.
after this.
Elizabeth.
Say thanks, Briggs.
I'll get to work on my dog library soon.
There we
So
go.
cute. When we cover the news downstairs, it's always good news when everybody makes it out of the building safely during a fire. But how about this? In Wisconsin, the Milwaukee Fire Department responded to a house fire and found an unusual pet in the basement. Responders found a 3-foot alligator in the home. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Animal control had to be called to assist in removing and housing that animal. Thankfully, no people or animals were injured in that fire. I can't imagine if we were to get a news release that said, alligator made it out safe of the fire. I'd be like,
Yes.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Very interesting. I'm assuming there's some kind of ordinance that says maybe they're not allowed to have alligators in the home, perhaps?
I'm not
Maybe?
sure. That's probably why animal control had to step in,
Yes.
not the homeowner.
That
well,
makes sense.
Someone's
Seriously.
phone's going off, but it's the alligator calling Briggs.
So sorry.
Coming up after the break, we're going to hop on the pontoon. Join us for that fun adventure next on Northern Life.
The Blindfold on Northern Life is brought to you by Black Bear Casino Resort.
Welcome back, everybody. So a few weeks ago, I received a text on our Northern Life text line, a very nice message from the self-proclaimed pontoon truck lady. So we decided to text back and forth. We found a date to meet up, and of course, I had to surprise these two for this week's Black Bear Casino Resort Blindfold.
I feel like a ninja warrior.
What do you think about marathons?
You better not make me run a marathon, I swear. Are we gonna run? Is this about to happen? Why are you asking us about running, Ben? I don't like this. If I sweat at any point during the shoot, I'm suing the station. It's
I haven't done a blindfold for you guys in a long time.
been a hot minute.
Figure out what this is.
Figure out what it is.
What
Why
this
do I
is?
touch it? Can Hunter touch it?
Yeah.
I touched it. Did you touch it?
I'm touching it right now.
Oh, there's handles. There's oh, is this like a? Wait a second. This is exercise. We're gonna be working.
All right, take three huge steps back.
Okay.
There.
I thought you were gonna
I
say
think it's one of those pedals. Is it a pedal thing?
All right, you ready to take off?
Oh, I think you're right.
Take
Is
off
it?
your blindfold.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
It's the pontoon. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you. Yes, very, very good. Oh my gosh.
I've been coordinating with Ryan to make this happen for you guys. Pontoon
Float.
truck.
Pontoon
Yeah,
truck?
Pontoon truck. The infamous
Yes.
pontoon truck.
Part of the Canal Park Cruisers, I hear?
Yes.
Nice.
And this is what Canal Park Cruisers does. We bring smiles and joy to the community.
Aww.
I would agree with that. This thing always makes me smile when I see it drive by. It's so cool.
Where does one come up with the idea for this?
Okay.
How is this road legal?
That's a good question.
Okay, it has
A lot of
seatbelts,
questions.
it has bumpers, it has lights, it's got
Nice.
everything. And the law enforcement love it because we bring so much joy to the community. It makes their jobs a little easier.
Oh.
So how do you decide on what stickers you want?
Any
sticker,
we
as long as
don't-
they're appropriate.
We don't.
As long as they're appropriate.
They're all given to us. Well, a couple of stickers I put on myself.
I see a sticker for the Eagle River Inn and Resort. That's where my husband's from. Eagle River
Really?
Resort.
Does
Yes.
this actually go on water?
Not yet.
Not yet. Is that a plan in the future?
It is.
Okay, first he has to put the Coast Guard helicopter on wheels. That's right.
You got other
A
toys.
1969 Huey amphibious Coast Guard helicopter.
Oh,
So
well,
that's going to be a tribute to all who serve. See, the whole thing is you gotta have fun. Life is short, you gotta have fun. You don't stay with the same person for 52 years, 48 married. without learning how to have fun together.
Heck yeah. Well, should we hop on and
Going for a drive?
Ride on this
Take a
one?
drive.
Oh,
How do we climb up this bit? Oh, there's an actual ladder out there.
Well, that was something. I was just commenting on how I'm glad I didn't bother brushing my hair before this.
Endless stories I know. Oh, thank you very much. That was very cool.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you scheduling it with us.
Oh, that's okay.
A lot of fun.
Thank you.
It was so good to meet you. I've known these guys forever, but it's nice to meet you.
Yeah. what a blast.
Just taking the fun of water on land.
Oh, it's such a cool ride.
It was so fun.
Yeah. I said this, I think, a couple times already now, but it's like you're constantly in a parade because everyone's waving at you, everyone's looking at you. How do they not look at something like that? I mean,
Right.
it's so cool.
Right.
It's so awesome.
And we even had that one guy run up to us on the side of the road. He ran out from near
Yeah.
the Starbucks and he was like, "Hey!" We were like, "Hi!"
He wanted to come on. We're like, oh, maybe not. No.
And also, one of the best parts too about being on the pontoon truck was that the Olsons had great music, but
Yeah.
we could not share said copyright music on
Copyright.
our airwaves. Yeah,
Yep,
so,
unfortunately.
yeah.
But there was blaring music. You
Yeah.
got the subs and the speakers in there. Quite the ride.
That's good stuff. Well, big thanks to the Olsons for having us. Also, funny enough, I knew in the back of my mind when this was happening that I'd been on a similar vehicle. And actually, I was on said same vehicle almost 6 years ago. That's because I found this photo back in 2019 during our
Wow.
Christmas City of the North parade, where the Olsons took our team down Superior Street for that parade. We got John Cardinelli, me, Jesse Slater, Cece Gaines, Chief Meteorologist Adam Lorch. That was a great night.
Cool.
This is
It's
2019.
funny that you're like, "Oh, I've been on a similar vehicle," as if another one like
like-
that exists.
I was like, we were on a boat, but in my mind I was like, I don't think the boat was driven. I think
Yeah.
I was like on a boat, it was being pulled by something, but no, lo and behold, we were actually on that same vehicle.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, that's an iconic parade float right there.
Yes.
People will not forget that. We should bring it back.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I got to ask him now, how long has it been around? That's
True.
a good 7 years that's been around now at least, so interesting.
Yeah, some good work. Well, big thanks to them for having us. Hopefully we are welcome anytime because I'd love to go back on.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody. As you saw in the pontoon truck blindfold we just shared, you can tell how much fun the Olsons have on that vehicle, how much fun they have together doing that. Also, down in Iowa, a married couple, Tom and Margaret, find joy in riding a roller coaster at Arnold's Park. Last year, they rode that favorite vintage roller coaster over 1,500 times.
Jeez.
So this summer, they're actually hoping to up it, challenging themselves to 2,000 rides before the park closes for the season. They're hoping to ride it about 20 times per day.
Oh my God.
Hope they have an unlimited pass or something.
I don't
That's
know,
gonna get
man.
expensive really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, why not? You're retired. Do what you love. I love that. That is so cool.
It'd be my speed to do the merry-go-round behind them in that interview
Oh, I don't know if I-
2,000 times.
I don't know if I can do the merry-go-round 20 times a day.
Oh.
Yeah.
True, you
Yeah.
get kind of dizzy. Roller coasters, though, I'm not a big fan at all.
Oh, I love roller coasters. Valley Fair, everything like that.
yeah.
So
Always
much
a blast.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
good times. Let's turn around here and talk about a chore that many of us don't like doing, even though we have to do it at least once a week, of course, unless you buy a lot of clothes. We're talking about doing the laundry, of course.
We all have our own methods, but what's the best way to get your clothes clean? Susan Elizabeth Littlefield spoke to one expert who says most of us are doing it all wrong.
And you've been friends?
Over 50 years.
Let's say over 40.
Okay.
Unified in friendship, unique in talent.
You go to her for
design things and clothes and for decorating the house. That type
And
of
then
things.
you go to her for.
For laundry.
Laundry.
And when it comes to laundry,
We had 7 kids.
Rachel has an almost perfect record. Has there ever been a stain that you couldn't fight?
Yeah, mud. I had a pale yellow pants, and I couldn't get that mud out.
But in the end,
She can
I'm the
get
laundry
any
queen. Yeah, I'm the laundry
she can
queen.
get any stain out.
so it was only natural they had to meet the king.
I bought his
both
book
queens. I
and
don't know.
he autographed it for me.
Patrick created this store at Mall of America
Don't miss all new episodes of The Laundry Guy.
and starred in this show to share his laundry expertise.
The biggest question I get is how much detergent do you use?
He believes most of us are overdoing it.
I'm a fan of soap, which is a much less common product. For soap, use 1 tablespoon for a full load of laundry. If you're going to use commercial detergent from the store, it's 2 tablespoons.
That's all.
That's it. People love to ask about dingy white. It's because they're using too much detergent. The detergent is holding all the dirt from the washing machine, and it has nowhere to go, so it settles back into your clothes. So more soap does not yield cleaner results.
Myth busted.
There it is.
As for the water temp,
I never use cold because we live in Minnesota and our water is too cold. I always use warm because warm is warm enough to activate the detergent, but it's not hot enough to do any damage.
would you use warm for white?
I use warm for everything.
So I'm a little bit of a germ freak.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Same.
thinking, like, do I want my bath towels with my dish towels?
They're gonna come clean. You don't have to. You don't have to worry.
Nor does he worry about dryer sheets.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
We never need dryer sheets. Never, ever, ever. So they coat the fabric. They make it harder to remove stains.
And he suggests removing the dread.
You absolutely should have fun when you do laundry. You should hang a disco ball in your laundry room. You should get some candy. And you should crank up some music and get a decent light.
Just some good, clean fun.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Oh, I mean, I don't have fun when I do laundry.
No.
I don't have fun when I put it away.
No, that's the
my
worst
real
part.
problem.
The hardest part.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you love dogs, you want to stick around after the break. Welcome back, everybody. Before we go today, a couple of dogs were barking up the right tree. That's when they encountered a black bear in their yard. That encounter caught on video here in the scare in Rutland, Massachusetts, which had two dogs going head-to-head with a black bear. The dog's owner says she was shocked to see it all unfold in her backyard, and she found bear fur on the ground and claw marks on the tree after the encounter. But her dogs, fortunately, were unhurt. Not so sure about the bear's backside.
Yeah, oh my God, those are some fearless dogs too.
Yeah,
I mean,
afraid.
wow, those bears have big claws. They can
Yeah.
mess you up for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. I was surprised by how, agile the bear is. He just
Yeah.
scurries up the tree. He's probably
Yes.
a big boy, too. Getting
Yes.
up there can't be easy.
Probably had to hang up there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Make sure the coast is clear.
Speaking of dogs, before we go today, we want to wish my dog Harry a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Harrison. He just turned 6 on
Oh, my
Sunday.
gosh.
Yeah,
Oh my
I know. I
gosh.
can't believe how fast the time has gone. I remember bringing him home. We went to pick him up at the gas station out on 40th Avenue West, and
Nice.
we waited for him, my mom and I, in my car in the parking lot. And he got out of the truck and. It was just, the best day ever.
instant.
Yeah, it was so
Yep.
cute. He was so excited, and I just held him in my arms on the way home, and it was the best day
sweet.
ever.
And it's
yeah.
brought you so much joy ever since.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining us today. We love you.
Yeah, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.